My name is Mavious Nakibinge. Oh yes, that other name is for my husband, which I took on. What a blessing. And I have the absolute honor to lead Catalyze Nakawa. Oh yes. Catalyze Nakawa grew from an average attendance of 15. Sorry. You can have your seats. Thank you so much. We go from an attendance of 15 average to 86 average. Yeah. How did this happen? This happened when we decided to take the approach of family. Yeah? Because sometimes Catalyze can feel like just an event. So the approach that I decided to do is to make it family. Yeah? When campus students come to campus, they are simply looking for family because they carry so much weight and they just need a place to belong to, a space where they're known, a space where they're loved unconditionally. Yeah, where someone knows them enough but will not judge them. And that's what we decided to do. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I created the family space. Do you want to hear? Yeah, I'm going to tell you. So one of the things that I did was visitations. So many visitations. And of course, I don't go empty-handed. Now, to a campus student, when you carry something to their room, yeah, it is a blessing. There's one I visited with Splash, and until today, they remember. Splash. Can you imagine? I don't even remember the price of Splash now because I operate in a different economy now. But anyway, the second thing I did was random calls, checkups, how are you, randomly. And of course that makes them feel special because sometimes a day can go by and no one has checked on you, yeah? So just random checkups and relating with them, opening my life to them. The other thing that we started doing was when Catalyze would end, would go for walks. So it's not the time to get on the Uber and, go home. We'd take walks, push the students to hostel. And on those walks, we just have conversation about anything and everything, yeah? And of course, I would slide in a teaching or two because, for example, I'll teach the guys how to hold girls' hands when they are dating. Yeah. When they are dating, not when they are not. Okay, yeah. The other thing that I think is special is that I know them by name, both the first name and the second name. And of course, that makes them feel special. When someone knows your full name, it makes you feel known, yeah? One time, we were just... I have power to freeze the clock. Anyway, so one time we were just at the hub. We have a space at the hub where students come anytime to just hang out. And I just called one of them by name and they were shocked. They were like, you know my name? How is that? And I said, of course, I know your name, I know you, yeah? So maybe some of you are confused. What is Catalyze? What am I talking about? What am I saying? Catalyze is a university students fellowship. Yeah? University students in particular, where they just come and have fun, and it usually happens every Thursday, every week. Yeah? So that is the Catalyze space. And the other thing so I'll just continue. The other thing that we did was hangouts. So I'd call for hangouts and sleepovers at my home. And then recently, there were never sleepovers because people would talk the whole night about talkovers the whole night. And then I discover some of them don't know what a whale looks like. A whale. So you know what I did? We went to a whale. Yeah. And then they were shocked. What? Water flows without stopping? Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. And random things. Buy them ice cream, give them kamane. Yeah, it's like pocket money, man. That money means a lot. So, yeah. And through that, we get to have deep connections and create family. Yeah? So, in creating the family, I had to understand and think like a mother. What does that mean? I had to wear many hats. You're the sister, you're the friend, you're the leader, you're everything to them. So what does that mean? They can open up to you any day, but also as the mother, you're teaching, you're challenging. So I challenge them into growth because I cannot just love you if I do not challenge you, So, one moment I can be hugging you, the next moment I'm like, just let's take back those open shoes because we don't wear open shoes at Catalyst. Yeah. So, it's amazing. I'm going to just go through something with you. Please give me 1 John chapter 4, verse 17 to 18. We're going to read together. Love has been perfected among us in this, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. So are we. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear involves torment, but he who fears has not been made perfect in love. You're going to pick out 3 words, You're with me? Pick out love, boldness, and fear. So boldness is the opposite of fear. Here, that's how I understood it. So you're with me, there's love, boldness, and fear. The media team is going to give us a nice image that's going to help me explain something. So, when a plane is going to take off, there are 4 forces that operate for the plane to take off. You're with me? So, like I told you when I was starting that students, what an engineer, students carry so much weight, And just like gravity that already exists naturally, problems exist, So they come with so much weight, which in this case is gravity. Are you with me? You're with me. You're trying. You're doing so well. Gravity. Now, especially those who did arts. I'm going to simplify. Don't worry. I'm with you. Now, love has been perfected in this. It is the love, the love in the family overcomes the weight that they carry, which is the gravity. Because when a plane has to take off, the lift has to overcome the gravity, and then the thrust is the one that pushes the plane in front, but the thrust has to overcome drag. Now in this, gravity is the weight they carry, Lift is love. Thrust is boldness, Drag is fear. Oh, yes. You're with me. I like it so much. Now, when the love overcomes the weight that they carry, they're able to have the boldness that helps them overcome the fear, and then they can take off. And when they take off, they're unstoppable. Students have so much energy, man. So much energy. Unstoppable. Yes. So it's, and I'll tell you a story of one of them. She came, one of them came with They had been struggling with addiction, a sexual addiction, and lust for 10 years. 10 years. Gravity, that's gravity. That's a heavy gravity. But with the love and the family, because Catalyze is more than an event. So even after the event, we have all this love and hangouts and the challenge happening. She was able to overcome after struggling for 10 years, 4 months into the family, and she doesn't struggle with a thing anymore. Yeah? And right now she's an MC leader of very many people who serve on teams. They're real people with eyes. That's the second one. She came in, she used to do weed and alcohol, and she would host the parties at her hostel room. When the money to go to the bar was not enough, her room was the bar, yeah? So that's where the party would, what a business. But then, she wanted to get out, but didn't know how. And so when she got into this space of Catalyst and just the family being loved on, she's the one I visited with Splash, and she still remembers until today. And just being loved on immensely, she was able to overcome the thing. And the room that used to host the bars is now hosting MC, missional community. Yeah, and she is now a zonal pastor. It's amazing. So she was able to overcome because of the love that lifted, and with the boldness that came, the fear was driven out. Amen. What a blessing. You're so amazing. So, what I need us to understand is that the university students are not just, there are events everywhere, yeah? But you see, because they are looking for family, I think sometimes that's why they end up in the wrong spaces, in cliques and gangs and what, because they just want to belong somewhere, yeah? And the weight is so much, they just want to put it somewhere. But then, that is what we have to avail for them. Family, where they belong, where they are loved unconditionally, yeah, where there is no judgment, and there's this challenge that just helps them to step out of a place that they thought they would never get out of. And then they're able to reach many others who are like them, because each of those students is definitely carrying something, yeah? So the love, the family is what they need, not just an event. And it is us, the leaders, to create that, yeah? When I stepped into that space and started leading the Catalyst, I knew immediately that I had to do the work. They are not going to create family themselves. Someone has to start the thing, yeah? And then they pick it up. And that is what happened. And now, there's a bond that cannot be broken, that I don't have to be present for them to love each other. I don't have to be present for things to happen. Why? Because we're a family. So what do I want to tell you? I want to tell you that love them into the family. You're with me? Because in the end, it is family that takes on the family business. Amen. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Thank you so much.